Welcome back, ladies and gents, Reapers and Reavers. We are not going to do a combat video this time. This is a little bit of logistics cleanup here. So we have, we got ourselves a new mech. It's currently being built up. We got a Nova. I'm still a little bit ired, a little bit sour about the fact that I didn't check properly, and we could have two Sunspiders right now, but we don't. Our consolation prize was a 50-tonner Nova, which is still a very good mech, and I debated long and hard about how I want to build this. And it would make a fantastic laser boat, because I could put 6 ER medium lasers in it, and it still cools marvelously, and it has like 5 or 6 jump jets, great mobility, whatnot. But here's the thing. Fireboat, laser boat, laser boat, laser, laser, laser. Well, this one laser and AC2. So we already have a lot of direct fire. We only have one missile boat. And indirect fire, I cannot stress this enough, especially in urban environments and in canyons and whatnot, is probably the most effective tool that you have if your pilots all have sensor lock. You want, especially with Artemis 4, right? You want that indirect fire. You don't want to go placing your mechs in unnecessary line of fire with your enemies just to take down a large or assault mech. So use it to its best effect, right? Put yourself just out of their sight. Sensor lock with 1 or 2 of your light mechs, and we've got 3 light mechs to do this with. We've got lots of opportunity. We need that the extra missile boat. So that's what I did with the Nova. It's a temporary. It doesn't have as much, not quite as much as the Huntsman. The Huntsman, of course, is packing 2 LRM-20s, right? And 2 LRM-5s, so 50. And of course, AMS. The Huntsman is going to be packing just 2 LRM-20s. And that's fine. I'm not worried about that. It takes me 1 day to refit it. I'm happy with that. That gives us a little bit more. But here's the issue. We don't have an 8 slot, right? We don't have 8 drops right now. So let's go take a look at our engineering. We need to start making some priority choices here. We can soon field a new tank. It'll be 14 days, 300,000, easily done. We could also choose 12 days, 1.2 million, and this is why you want this up here, right? After a while, the money won't mean anything. When you reach towards the end game, you're going to have plenty of money all the time. That cushion cash flow, that cash flow cushion, those several millions that you have up there, allow you to do the upgrades that you are going to need to be proficient. And I'm specifically talking about Argo upgrades. You want to pump them out as much as possible. While you're fighting, while you're traveling, while you're downtime, uptime, whatever, it doesn't matter. You want to, to put as much into there as possible. The more you can field onto the battlefield, the more effective you are, the more salvage you get, the more money comes in, the more you will be able to upgrade, the more you can upgrade, the more you can field. See where this is going? Okay, so right now, this is what's being upgraded. This will be what we were looking for. It's a cheap upgrade, but in the end, I think this increased ability to field, and we max out our mechs, right, to 8. Okay, because right now we can field 7, is it? Yep, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need our 8th mech. And after that, we will go for a tank. And that we will, at that point, we will need to find a new tank pilot. We can't put the commander in there all the time. Although it's great to have her there, we want her on the bridge, right? You get good bonuses that way. And then we will focus on personnel, medical, everything else. Okay? Argo's drive was okay, so we're not too worried about travel right now. We're not going all over the place. And by the way, one of the things I really don't care about is your score here. We have 942 days remaining. A lot of people make a big fuss out of this. It gives you a loot box at the end. I think that's it. That's like fine. If this is your score, this is what you want. So my score multiplier is pretty much maxed out, right? Could never be higher than 1.0, and mine's 1.0. So I always play this as hard as I can. That's fine. Okay. But these are the two things we probably know how to go for next. And then we'll start working on everything else in the Argo. Drive. We're not traveling too much, so I'm not worried. But we are primarily a mercenary company. We want to get to full out mid range to end game content. And when we go here, we've pretty much expended. Oh, phone. I'll just be a sec. Hey, thank you for holding. So, there comes a point where you get annoyed with unsolicited calls and junk mail calls, right? So, anyways, here's where we are. We have one capture base, urban environment, 3 skull. A little bit above what we can punch, but we can probably handle it as long as it doesn't get too hectic. Ambush convoy in the jungle. We're not doing jungle missions. We're not doing jungle missions because that just bogs down our system, and the quality of our videos and our content and our play is not up to snuff. So we're not doing a duel because we don't have the mechs to do duels. We do technically. We could. Um, I guess it'd be an easy way, but you only get 1 salvage. We'd have to go for the money. I'm not interested. Then we go down to 2 skulls, which is in the Sashanian Highlands, 2 salvage. Then we're down to 1.5, and there's nothing really other than this battle in the Badlands for Steiner that we might be interested in doing, and it's a 1.5 skull. So we'd be doing it for small cash. So here's the thing. We've got the cash, we've got the Nova, and we've got an upgrade in 9 days, a financial report in 12. Let's just move the timeline up and get our 8th mech online, because we have extra pilots, right? Let's put them to use. So here we go. That's done. 765. Oh, look. It's the Ho 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 Christmas cat, right? Zinterklaas. That's Wolf, you know. Him and his cute little wife to be. So, okay. Morale is increased by 2. Makes everybody happy. Kittens make people happy, apparently. I have a cat at home and all it does is puke and shit all over the place. So, work, it doesn't find any animals either to kill. Betapod is complete. Here's what we want. Yeah, he's an old cat. He's probably senile and doesn't know where to find the litter box anymore. So we're not going to do this. We are going to go for our 8th. So right here, mech drop 6. It's 1.125 million, 12 days. Purchase, please.
It'll take a bit, but we'll get it done.
Okay, now let's go take a look at the command center. Did that flip over? No. Let's give it a little bit more time then. And move forward. Financial report in 3 days.
I've got the financial report.
We're still good. 3.7 million. See, this is why I always put one of my 3 goals as being financially secured. Several million. I would prefer to have 10 million there so you can just roll it out as much as you can. But, 3 million is still a good cushion. And now that we don't have any inner sphere mechs, we don't have to worry about spending 1.52 million to fix or retrofit one. Okay, let's go straight to the next drop. Straight through. Why not? We can. Let's do it.
Hey boss, we've just completed those
Boom.
upgrades.
And go back to engineering and do the next tank. Vehicle Bay 4. Purchase.
Right, I'll get the team on it right away.
Done. We still have 3.4 million. We can now field all of our 8 mechs. So we'll have 2 comparable missile boats. Let's check our pilots.
Hey, awaiting orders.
Oh yeah, that's right. We can now... Can we? No, we didn't take the pod yet. So we can't retrain just yet. But this will cost us a short 135,000 for 15 days. We'll be able to do that very soon. So let's take a look at the command center. I'm kind of curious here. What did we... That must have reset by now. Did we get any more missions? Because I like this planet where we are. The level of missions that we're getting is good. We do have a reset. And we have a lot more 2.5, 3 content for closure. That's good salvage. Defend base. Not overly fond of defending bases, but with the artillery and the 2 missile boats, we can do that. Battle in lowlands. I like that. 5 salvage. 4 salvage assassination in the highlands. Attack and defend. That's usually a pretty tough one. So maybe as one of the last ones we do. Solo duel. No. Not against a 3 because we're going to wind up against a heavy and we just don't have the firepower just yet. Key personnel. Assassination Badlands. 1 salvage. Leave a mark. Destroy a base. That's a good one. Urban destroy base. I like that. And tamper proof. Recovery. 3 skull. 4 salvage. I like it. These are good missions. They're really good missions. So we can take a look at that. We don't have access to Clan Jade Falcon stores anymore. We can sell, but we can't buy. So that's it. That's where we are right now. A little bit of logistic taken care of. 14 days from now, we will have our mech bay for our vehicle 4. But we can still field 3 ballistas, and that's nothing to spit at, right? Okay. I don't think there was anything else we wanted to do. I'm just going to take a look at the pilots. And yeah, let's get everybody to. Oh, there you go. Wolfbanes.
Training complete.
He's getting pretty close to being able to
Ready for
go
orders.
after the next mech. Go into the next mech, I mean.
I'm on the clock. What do you
And
want?
I'm looking to get everybody to 10. Now, this is something that I'm really happy we have. We have plus 10 flat out bonus damage on every single attack on our primary tank
How's it
pilot.
going?
These guys have Stone Cold. And
Commander?
nope, not quite. See, Stone Cold is very useful because you supercharge your cooling system in for 1 turn, getting plus 60 heat dissipation for the turn at the cost of responsiveness of the controls. Your initiative is reduced by 2 for 2 turns, 3 turn cooldown. So if you're in the back and you're in the missile boat, right, 2 initiative is not going to make a big difference. I usually save initiative all the way down to 1 anyways, right, to let the enemy go at it. So why not? Why not use this? Our pilots are doing good.
God, I was
Fantastic.
sleeping. What do you...
Wow, wow, wow. There you go.
Mech warrior training complete.
And we're basically keeping Floppy around because we know she's going to wind up marrying Wolfbanes. I just think it's kind of funny
I'm
that
on the
they,
clock.
you know, build a relationship. They're just characters. Anyways, so that's it. That's all. That's our next mission is going to be one of these beautiful 2.5. I'm thinking probably we'll save the defend base for after. Battle in the lowlands for 5 skulls against Jade Falcon is pretty good. 5 skulls, 5 salvage, 2.5 skulls. That's a pretty good mission. And if we do this, watch, 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 watch. Look at this. Look at this. It's beautiful. We move that tank. Move the tanks down. And have our light mix right there. Omega and the Cougar are going here. And there you go. Actually, where's the huntsman? Let's put our 2 missile boats right next to each other. Right there. So we've got our 3 laser boats, 2 missile boats, our 3 scouts, and 3 ballista artillery tanks. And we can call down a long-range missile tank that shoots off 60 LRMs. Impressive. So we need to start looking for a tank pilot. Well, we can't hire anybody here. So here's what I'm going to do. That's going to be our lineup. We're going to do this mission, and then we'll finish off the list of missions that are there and maybe head back to Steiner Space and try to, if we make some good salvage and good parts and whatnot, try to get some more airdrop beacons, first of all, or upgrade our airdrop beacon contracts, and find a tank pilot, and then full out plow into mid-range content, because we've done 2 so far. I'm not worried. We took on 3 lances and walked away with very little damage, or reasonable damage, I should say, um, we're ready. We're ready for mid-range content. It's that simple. 2.5 skull to 3.5 skull range, we're good. So what I consider end range content is 4 skull to 5 skull. Okay, ladies and gents, that's it for now. We are going to call it quits. Thank you for watching. This is a short one. Be good to each other, be good to yourselves, and keep your stick on the ice. Keep your hands on the wheel, too. Cheers.